Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. In this episode, we take care of the plumbing in my newest RV, which reveals many problems, including a Poo-Pyramid and a wire ripped out of the water pump. Plus, I go ahead and take care of my slide-out seals and so much more. Enjoy the transformation from zero to hero. Alright, my next step is going to be going inside and doing some tear out on the kitchen and the bathroom so I can get the floor joist along the outside wall from bumper to bumper replaced. But it's time for me to drain my porta tank for my live-in RV toilet water, and I figured while I got it all unhooked, drained, and mobile, I'll go ahead and drain the black water tank in the bathroom and get a hose and flush it out. Anyways, so let's get into this. Don't know if I showed off or mentioned, but I got all my lights replaced. And since I've got them all replaced, I haven't used that one. That will probably end up in the workshop. Well, and again, it's quite fitting. Look at the difference. If you watched the last video, this makes, especially at night, just one light. Wait until I get the other double light up in there. By the way, an old toothbrush and some dish soapy water and a lot of rinsing cleans the switches and light fixtures out pretty well. So I hope you're prepared for this. Anyway, see, you look down there and it looks solid. It's kind of scary looking. But when I pulled the lever on the tank, liquid came out. So let's see what happens. Surprisingly, there wasn't much of a smell when I opened the toilet. So, and the bathroom doesn't smell near as bad as it used to either. Maybe, all right, ready? All right, that is a good sign. Woo! Yeah, that sure does smell out that vent hole right there. I think I'm gonna let it go. I don't think that tank is bigger than my porta tank, so I don't think we're gonna have an overflow issue. Yeah, there's the black water tank. You know what I do notice though? It's sucking in a little bit, so I'm gonna go open the toilet, which means it might have a clogged vent line up to this roof. Oh, you know what? I got the tarp on the roof. I bet that might be the problem if the cap on it's broken. No, sir. Pulling on the toilet handle did not flatten that out. I genuinely don't think it's supposed to be like that by design. Anyway, there's the bathroom gray water tank. It's actually looking pretty good size, thankfully. And that one's the kitchen one, which again, it's not too big, which is appropriately sized. I'm liking this. Except I think that frame rail is supposed to be like that, or is that frame rail drop down? No, I think that's what it's supposed to be. This one, I mean, if I get it here. See how that sits right up on the bottom of the I-beam? And so does that one, but the one in front of it doesn't. I'm wondering if they've fallen down and need to be set back up, or if that's by design. I'll have to double check that later. All right, I went ahead and drained the tank, and it only got about a third of my porta tank full. And I filled the toilet up to rinse it out, flushed it a couple times, and it seemed like it was going good. But on the second full flush, it started backing up into the toilet again. And I said to myself, how did I just drain that tank? It must be that Poo-Pyramid they are talking about. So I took that old piece of garbage wood, stuck it down in there and wiggled it, twisted it counterclockwise and clockwise, and wiggled it around a little bit up and down. and a little side to side, and whatever was in there dropped down in there, and now I got a hole, and I can see a bunch of toilet paper and stuff built up all around the edges. But that is a perfect time to finally use this tool my dad left me so long ago. I finally got a use for it right here, right now. Let's get to it. So anyway, I started off taking this piece of garbage hose and shoving it up in there as far as I could get it up in there, and wiggling it around and letting it run for a little bit, and some water came out, but it didn't do nothing for the Poo-Pyramid, so that's why we're going to go in through the top with that special tool. Here, I figured I'd show this just to prove that I'm not dumping my toilet water out on the ground. I am legitimately dumping it into a septic tank. Every time I'm dragging it all the way down the hill and then back up. So don't even think I'm trying to do this the easy way. Okay, I had to go drain the tank again. I think I got the majority of this out of this, and it only left me an inch or two left on my porta tank. And the good news is I don't think this is all feces. I think this is dead bugs. I don't know what that is. Coffee grounds or something, or I don't know. I don't even want to know. I really should be wearing gloves, but whatever. Anyway, I think that right there is pretty close to pretty much the bottom of the tank. And I don't know if I can see it in here or not, but if you look there, you can see the white walls of the edges of the Poo-Pyramid that I didn't get to knock out from the center. But that is what this tool is for. We're gonna turn it on. I got the line pressurized, and we'll see what happens. Oh, I need to go open the drain first. All right, I think we got progress. I'm pretty sure that is the bottom of the tank. I don't see anything else built up except around the edges of the toilet, which I'm going to end up taking the toilet out anyway, and I'll see about doing a little better job of cleaning that out later. But I think I got the tank pretty well cleaned out, and just for fun, here's what this thing looks like. Might as well use it to clean the tub while we're at it, eh? All right, filling it up for the first time, and this was clogged pretty much all the way down into the tank. So it took me a piece of long wire and shoved it in and washed it out, shoved it in, and finally got to the tank and felt it finally poke through the tank. And now you can hear the water running in when you pour it through the hole, and it's not doing all that bubbling like it was when you shut it off and sit there and gurgle for a while. Yay, I fixed it. Now I'm ready to toss some bleach in it, let it sit for a little while, finish topping it off, and I think that this is ready for use. Alright, I finally got the stove pulled out, and I'm looking at the motor, and it's actually looking pretty decent inside, and it turns, and I believe what my problem is right there. The negative wire got ripped off of that when that trailer tire come flopping around, and I think if I reattach a negative wire in there and get those brushes back in, I think this thing will work just fine for a while. I've been having a problem with cats coming in through that hole in the floor, and I fixed it up. I'm wondering if a cat got caught up inside of here or something. Huh. What kind of mysteries await me? I swear this is where the sounds are coming from. Sounds like you're coming from right inside that wall right there. I haven't even got a good look. Oh boy, that's pretty rough down in there. Okay, I don't even know how many days it's been since I've had a good chance to pick up the camera and do some recording, especially since my microphone has failed. I had to take my backup microphone off my cordless microphone off my computer that I was using for a sound card, because I think the USB-C plug on the receiver got wobbled loose, and I may be able to fix it with the, where is it? Here it is. Might be able to fix that by resoldering the corner of the piece back onto the board so it pushes the terminals back onto the little strips. Anyways, as you can see, I got that all cleared out. Started taking a What on earth is that noise? Is there something inside my RV? Okay, after rebuilding the water pump and putting it all back together, let's see if I got running water. Oh. Uh-oh. Huh, these faucets don't shut off. But at least I got running water. Yeah, it's running pretty good. Nice. Oh, and look at that. It's leaking from down here by the toilet too. Oh well. Wonder where it's leaking from right here exactly. Wonder if I can fix it. I don't know. It would appear it's coming from up in there, I imagine, somewhere. But anyway, these things are all rusted out anyway. I'll pull the toilet out. But that's kind of a bummer that these faucets don't shut off and the toilet leaks so bad, because I was hoping I could start using the toilet. Oh well, at least the pump's fixed. Well, while we're talking about the toilet and everything, you know what I might do, since this wall's coming out of here anyway and coming back up? Maybe I'll put me a little access right there that I can pop off the back to get to the toilet from the back side. I don't know. That might be too much trouble though. Bye. Look at that. I just happen to have that part that I got for somebody else sitting in my place. Maybe I'll put it on and just buy another one. Bye. Okay, today we're going to work on replacing the slide out seal. But before we can do that, I had to clean the place up real good. Took me all morning to get all my tools sorted out and into some toolboxes. I found that extra one, which is kind of what I needed to finish up everything but my caulking gun and my sockets. But as I'm cleaning up, getting this place sorted out after doing Danny's roof and having to take some time to recover, I come and open up my bathroom door and I notice my new toilet seal. So I'm going to try to do the toilet today too. Take it off, clean it up, get it put back on so I can start using it. But look at that. I still got rodents running around in here. Yep. Time to put some traps out. Alright, here's what I'm working with. It looks like somebody came in here and did a little modification, but that's fine. I'll fix it. So, a little cleanup, but like I said, the tank is pretty cleaned out and empty. A little bit of stuff in there, and oh wow, that's actually surprisingly cleaner than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'll work with that. Alright. All right, this is what the doctor ordered right here. Remember, I don't have running water here. I got to fill up my tank, but I was smart enough to put me a hose outlet on my RV. Coming real handy. And I'll tell you what, gotta be careful where I step. That stuff right there was all built up in along there, and it took spraying from both sides and dumping it out, spraying it, dumping it out. And now I'm gonna get up in there with my scrub brushes and scrub it out. But that right there, that was that mystery smell that I just couldn't get rid of out of the bathroom. So, and that apparently was caused from this stuff overflowing and then sitting up in here, and eventually some of the liquid would leak out, and then they'd back it up again and a little bit of liquid would leak up, and then I got it and fixed it right. What a transformation. Much better. Put a little bit of quarter bleach, 3/4 water in there, and I could probably get the little bit of staining out. And I'll tell you what, that was unbelievably easy to change out. Well, I guess I could have got up in there and wiped it out a little better when I was in there. Oh well. And boom, got that for the most part scrubbed and cleaned out. It's not spotless, but it sure doesn't stink like it used to. All right, there we go. It is installed and leak free. A little bit of water around the bottom, but that was the first time I flushed it before I tightened it down real good, but I don't see no drips up in the back. Nice. I don't think, yeah, like I said, I think that's just a little bit left over from working on it. I don't think it's actually leaking through the floor. All right, awesome. All right, this shouldn't be too difficult. I hope you enjoyed that video at least as much as I enjoyed life to make it so far. J&K, we don't have anything else to say today, but stay tuned, there's more to come. I'm going to finish up some more framing, get a bunch of flooring done, put a hot water heater in, and move into my RV. Then come over here and do the black and gray water tanks on my live-in RV that will soon be up for sale. That it? J&K, see you next time.